Greetings, Silent Stacker here. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at my local coin shop haul from April 20th, 2024. On that day, the spot price of silver was $28.69. Spot price of gold was $2,391.71. So let's get right into it. First off here, got a mint set from 1963. Got this at Melt. Got some decent toning on the quarter. I don't know if you can make it out here. Got some toning here as well on the Benjamin, and some toning here on the Roosevelt dime. This is the better of the two sides. On this side, we got a whole bunch of funky fingerprints here on the Franklin half dollar. The quarter looks good, dime looks good, has a little toning on the back side of the dime as well. I thought that was pretty nice. Also picked up this Roosevelt dime book. I like these old blue Whitman folders. This wasn't a complete set, but in any event, got these all at melt value on the silver dimes. And then there are some clad ones in here as well that I got at face value, but we got a 46 P&D. We got a 1951D, 1952P, 53D, 54P, 54D, 55P and D and S. On this side, we've got 56 PD, 1957 P&D, 58 P&D, 59 P&D, 60 P&D, 61 P&D, 62 P&D, 63 D, 64 P&D, and then we get into the clads. So let's take a look at those. Clads are pretty decent. So anyway, again, melt value on the silver dimes, and then the clad were just at face value. Had a stack of stuff in cardboard. War nickel, 1945 Denver. Pretty nice condition. He just gave me this one. And we're getting into the 90% here. Got a 1954 Roosevelt. $1955. $1959. I guess I could blow this up for you. 1963. Got some toning on that one. Now we're into the more modern stuff. But again, these are 90% silver. So I got the 93 San Francisco proof. '95 San Francisco proof. '2009 San Francisco proof. 2013 San Francisco proof. 1959 Philadelphia proof. $19.95 San Francisco. We're into the halves. The 1995 San Francisco proof. This was the only funky one out of the bunch. It had a bunch of something got splattered on it at some point. I thought I could dip it and get that off of there, but yeah, it got some of it off, but back looks fine. But in any event, I got all of these at spot price. What else do we have here? These here, these were just at face value. Somebody had brought in and dropped off a roll of uncirculated Eisenhowers that were pretty nice. So I went ahead and grabbed a tube of those. If I can get the top back on. Yeah. Just leave that. What else we got here? This was interesting. This here commemorates the 1970 FIFA World Cup. Pele, the famous soccer player, played in this particular series. Was playing for Brazil, and they won the World Cup. Pele, he played for Brazil and won World Cups with them in 1958, 1962, and 1970. And this was the last World Cup that he won. This particular commemorative, there are two versions of this. The first version that came out before the World Cup took place is actually 0.95 silver, and then they made another version after Brazil won the World Cup, but they did it in 0.975 silver. Supposedly this is the more rare of the two, and I think that's probably correct, because when you look these up online, you see if there are a number of them in the 0.95. But not nearly as many in the 0.975. So this represents Pele here. And then on the back, these are the years: 1930, 34, 38. Then we skipped during World War II, then 50, 54, 58, 62, and 66. Those are all World Cup championship years. And then it states the where they were played. We got Uruguay, we got Italy, Uruguay again. Allemand, that's Germany. Brazil, and then what is that one? Oh, Inglaterra, that's England in 1966. So that's where the World Cup was played in all those different years there. Amistad, Paz, Deporte, that's friendship, peace, and sports. That's what that stands for. And this is, I think this is a world competition of football or soccer. But yeah, I thought this was pretty neat, and I picked that up at Melt. I got this stack of 1985 A-Mark Liberty rounds. These These were done in a dated version from 1982 to 1989, and these there's 5 of them here. These were all 1985. After 1990 or 1990 and later, they were undated, but I guess they still made the design for at least a while. But yeah, they only dated them from 82 through 89. So these here were $1.31 over spot. Yeah, so $28.69. So I paid $30 each on those. This is kind of at a peak point on silver price. These were 30 as well. Got a couple of these Prospector Gold and Gems. That particular mint, they are based out of Fort Collins, Colorado. These are neat little hand pours. Got all your classics of hand pouring. Got all your layering on the side. Got all your little defects on the bottom that are consistent with your hand poured stuff. But very neat. This I paid $1 a gram on this stuff, so that comes out to around $31 an ounce on this stuff. But these are Geiger, so a little higher premium stuff, but they sure are nice looking. It's a 10 gram. And this was something that I guess I never ever really thought about. I mean, I'd always noticed that they had this blue serial number and kind of a blue hallmark there, but I never really thought much more about it. But just recently I come to find out that's blue for a reason, and I'll show you what I mean here. Turn off the light, but yeah, that fluoresces under black light, which again, I never realized that until just recently, but I thought that was kind of cool. Get my light back on here. There we go. Yeah, so we got 10 gram there. Got another 10 gram in one of their original capsules, which they have these neat square capsules. And one more 10 gram in a capsule. I like the Geiger stuff. I think it's a little bit pricey, but I like it well enough. And if I can get it at a reasonable premium over spot, I'll get it. 20 gram, much bigger capsule. And that's that. Got some older vintage Geigers. These are little fat chunky ones before they started serializing anything. Yeah, these are 5 gram. Got a couple of these. Not sure why the pricing was different on these, but these, and I got a 1 gram here, Geiger. So those 2 5s and this single 1 gram I got at Melt. Got a couple other fractional items here. Gonna take off on the Walking Liberty here. This is 1/10 troy ounce. I'm not sure who made this, but that little mint mark down there you can see is a GA. So if you happen to know who that is, go ahead and drop that in the comments if you would. And this here I thought was pretty unique. Another 1/10 little square thing. Again, didn't really, has this little square here on both sides above the T on the troy ounce, and I looked at it real close with the loop, and there's nothing there. It's just a square, so I'm not sure who minted these, but here we are. What else we got here? Got a couple of these. These were 30 an ounce as well. Got the Don, Mr. Donald Trump. 1 ounce silver. Picked up a couple of these, Oh Holy Night Christmas bars in the original mint packaging. A lot of you, I'm sure, are aware of this, but on bars that you don't see any obvious mint mark on, if you notice, look down here in the far right hand corner, and lots of times by those laurel leaves you will see the pick for the Silvertown mint mark right there. You see that on a fair number of their bars that have these laurel leaves around the edge like that. You look down there and you'll see their little pick. I grabbed a couple of those. What else we got here on the silver? Went ahead and was offered another 1 kilo Asahi bar at spot. So again, I went ahead and picked it up. It's kind of hard to say no at spot. Got some graded stuff here. This was different here. I've not seen anything like this before, but this design apparently was a design for an 1879 gold or an 1876 gold coin that was never struck. And the Smithsonian Institution apparently contracted with, private mints to strike some of these in silver and then have them certified by NGC. So you see these with a lot of different dates on them. This one happens to be a 2015. I see different sizes. I've seen 1 ounce, I think it's either 1 1/4 or 1 1/2 ounce, 5 ounce. But yeah, it's just basically a reproduction of a coin design for a gold coin that was never actually minted. Like I said, the Smithsonian had private mints do some of these as kind of a fundraiser, a moneymaker for the Smithsonian. But would have been a nice design for a gold coin, that's for sure. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. 35 on that. This was cool. 2021 Silver Eagle, hand signed by Artistic Infusion Program Master Designer Thomas Cleveland. And this happens to be the Type 2, and it's a first strike. So this would have been one of the very first of the Type 2 Silver Eagles ever struck, and it's in an MS-70. 35 on that. This here, I had not seen one of these before. Money Reserve, America's Gold Authority. There's no gold in here. It is a set of 4 first strike MS-70 Silver Eagles from 2020. I thought maybe they would be all sequential in terms of their certification numbers, but they aren't. These two are sequential here, but this one is an earlier number, and this one here's a later number. But I've looked at them all up close, and you know, sometimes you'll get these things that are graded as MS-70. When you look at them, they just don't have real good eye appeal. They got, you know, maybe some milk spotting or something like that going on with them. But these, other than this very first one here, you can see a milk spot right there. But other than that, they are flawless. I mean, they are really nice looking versions of these coins. I'll give you a closer look. And it comes with this little certificate of grading from PCGS. So that was pretty cool. And those were all 35 a piece as well. And I guess we got these. These are some commemoratives, and this is a bicentennial of the U.S. Capitol. They did these in '94. Any scuffs you see are on the capsule, obviously, but as you can tell, we got us a proof here. Nice detail in the dome there. And I thought this was a really neat design here. And this apparently is a motif that is part of a stained glass window. It's like the center section of a stained glass window near the grand, what do they call it, grand staircase, near the U.S. House of Representatives and Senate. Yeah, that's a neat looking design there. I thought that was pretty nice. I think most of us have seen this particular one before. This is this is a dollar. Got that at Melt. This was at Melt as well. This is a $50, 90% silver. And this is the 250th anniversary of George Washington's birthday. Nice detail on the front. And this was minted in 1982. So if this was 250th birthday, so that must be 1732 that George Washington was born. This is his home, Mount Vernon, along the Potomac River, in Fairfax County, Virginia, just north of Washington, D.C. Very nice. And then the last commemorative. This is an uncirculated commemorative. This is a U.S. Marshal commemorative, 225th anniversary of the founding of the U.S. Marshal Service, which is the oldest federal law enforcement agency in the United States. As you can see, we got U.S. Marshals on horseback there, In God We Trust, 2015. So they minted this a year after the 225th anniversary, which was in 2014. Very cool reverse. Justice, integrity, service. You can see the U.S. Marshal there. He's got his badge. That wanted poster says "Wanted in Fort Smith," in the $1 denomination, but I had not seen this particular commemorative before, so I was quite happy to get this. And then we did get one piece of gold this week. We have us a $5 Liberty Head, 1885. Good detail. See all the Liberty in the headband there. Very good detail. And this I paid just the gold value. So on this particular day, gold value for this was $578.55. So no premium, just gold value was all I paid on this, and all the commemoratives were done at melt. And I believe that's all I have for you today. So hope you enjoyed taking a look at this stuff. I appreciate you watching. Take care.